Macro the Science Bro.
Macro Science Bro.
Macro the Science Bro.
Hello, boys and girls. I am Dr. Macro, here to answer the most important scientific questions. Ever since he's come to Overwatch, everyone is asking, why can't Wuyang's water put out any of the fire abilities in Overwatch, like Ash's dynamite? Well, there's actually a very simple explanation for this. Sorry, let me take this. Hello? Yes? I'm in? Thank you! I can't believe this! I've been accepted to be a professor at the Wuyang University! That's my dream job! I don't have to do this anymore! I quit! I always hated these stupid science questions! F you, boys and girls!
Water. 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 Water.
When I was a little kid, my parents would take me and my brothers to arcades where my favorite games to play were the ones where you pilot a ship and have to pew-pew everything. So when I saw today's sponsor, Acecraft Sky Hero, I knew I was in for a treat. The gameplay felt like a classic arcade shoot-'em-up, but I really gravitated towards this game's retro cartoon art style, clearly inspired by rubber animations of the 1930s. I mean, there's going to be a Tom and Jerry crossover in this game, so you know this art is the real deal. And since I have to take care of my daughter, the quick 5-minute runs are an absolute lifesaver. I can squeeze in a thrilling match between her naps, and each run is packed with enough action to feel rewarding, but short enough that I don't feel guilty stepping away when she needs me. It's honestly the perfect mix of intensity and convenience. And the game is easy to learn, but it does have a ton of creative mechanics to master and show off your skills, like the absorb and counter ability. Seeing those pink bullets coming at you, then absorbing them and then firing them back to deal massive damage, it never gets old. The various bosses and maps created a wide variety of challenges while all looking so cool in their designs. And if you want even more fun, you can team up with a friend in the real-time 2-player co-op mode. So if you want to play a cool arcade shoot-'em-up with a classic retro art style, click the link in the description down below to download it right now for free. Let's fly together, laugh together, and play together in Acecraft Sky Hero today. Wuyang Yi is the newest support hero in Overwatch, making him the 44th hero. It's always like surprising when I say the number out loud, like that's so many heroes now, right? For Wuyang's whole life, he wanted to go to Wuyang University, a school that focused on studying the 5 phases: water, earth, fire, and for some reason wood and metal. Like, what? Did you not get the memo? Also, where's air? The school was divided into 5 colleges, each with their own unique curriculum. Wuyang wanted to be a part of the Fire College his whole life because they helped save the world during the Omnic Crisis. And on top of that, his parents met at Fire College. His older sister Anran is currently a star student at Fire College as well, so he had to be in that college. But even with being a Nepo baby with legacy admission, he couldn't even get into Fire College, and he had to settle with Water College, which disappointed his family. But he didn't let this stop him from trying to make his parents proud. So he started studying the Fire College curriculum while also studying for Water College. And on top of that, he was working on making his water staff have combat abilities that are based off of the Fire College's weaponry. So when Null Sector attacked, the students were asked to help, and the students of the Fire College were in the front lines, just like the Omnic Crisis. And Wuyang ignored his post. He was supposed to stay back and heal with the rest of the Water College students, and instead, he went in the front lines with his sister. And he was able to save his sister from the Omnics with his staff and water powers. And ultimately together, he helped defeat Null Sector. His parents were finally proud of him, and Wuyang showed that Water College really does have the sauce to keep up with fire. I mean, we all knew this when Katara beat Azula's ass in Avatar, but I digress. This also led to Overwatch inviting Wuyang to join their forces, which Wuyang had a bit of imposter syndrome about, so his sister, wanting to boost his confidence, challenged him to a sparring match, and he ultimately defeated her, and she ended up saying this.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm gonna miss you though.
Well, maybe not.
And they invited his sister Anran too, which means there's probably a solid chance that Anran joins Overwatch sometime in the near future, which is great because it's been so long since a family member has joined. I think the last family member we got was Brigitte, but that's a little bit of Wuyang's backstory. So now that you know who Wuyang is, let's learn how to play him, shall we? Wuyang's weapon is his Xuan Wu staff. This staff shoots water orbs that deal a little bit of damage. Huh. That's a bit underwhelming. Well, you noob, it's because you gotta hold the primary fire to control the ball's trajectory, which will also increase its damage. If you do charge it, it can do 20 damage on impact and an additional 80 splash damage. So landing this does a ton of damage. This can effectively two-shot squish your enemies, leading to some clean kills. This projectile takes a bit of getting used to, but landing a hit from across the map can feel so satisfying. Oh, across the map! One of the coolest parts about controlling the projectile is that it essentially gives you the ability to shoot enemies behind a wall. Or around the corner, which can feel absolutely overpowered on the right maps. Now, Wuyang is a healer, so his main way of healing is also with his staff, called Restorative Stream. You can target a teammate and give them a healing stream that stays on them like a Zenyatta orb, and heals for 25 health per second. And this will stay on the teammate as long as you have line of sight. And if you lose line of sight, it falls off after 5 seconds. Now, on top of this, he can also heal an additional bonus health by spraying water at his teammates, which can heal for 50 health per second. This healing is on a meter like Moira, so you can't just spray all willy-nilly. You'll have to let it charge when it runs low. A healer that shoots water projectiles and also heals by spraying his teammate? This is just Jeff the Land Shark if he was a twink. Don't worry, Jeff. Just imagine he's in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot! This healing feels very similar to Zenyatta, so leaving it on a tank in the front lines or attaching it to a diving Genji is usually a good bet to get value. However, unlike Zenyatta, it only has a range of 20 meters, so you can't just throw the healing on your teammate across the map. You gotta get in there first. But when you do need to save your teammate, the healing stream comes in super clutch. Sure, you look like a knockoff Mercy while doing it, but hey, at least you can burst heal your teammates, unlike a certain Omnic monk. Wuyang's first ability is Rushing Torrent. This ability gives you a short burst of speed and also increases your jump height so that you can scale a lot of areas. It could be a tad bit higher, like just slightly. Please, Blizzard. This is his primary way to not die. And as a support player, you will be attacked from all angles, all the time, always. So having this nice burst of movement to escape is a big deal. It's also great to get in close to your teammates and heal them. Remember how he doesn't have that much range? That closes the gap. You truly feel like a lifeguard surfing towards your teammates, like Baywatch. No, not the crappy Dwayne Johnson one. Yeah, the classic. But for real, I just wish this jump height went a little higher. There's parts of the map that just feel like you should be able to get to, but you just can't, and it's just like awkward. He's riding a freaking wave, man. Waves get high. Wuyang's next ability is Guardian Wave. This ability has you slam down and create a wave that heals teammates while damaging enemies hit by it. It will do either 80 damage to the enemies or heal 80 health for your teammates, so it's pretty solid for either option. And on top of that, you will also heal yourself, and your teammates will get a 50% boost to their healing for 4 seconds. So it's kind of like an Ananade, except it doesn't anti-heal, so Animains, you're fine. It does have a little bit of a knockback effect, but it's not as big as like a Lucio boop, so I wouldn't expect to get many environmental kills off the map with this one. And here's where I put a clip of me booping someone off the map, if I had one! This burst damage can be exactly what you need mid-fight to secure a kill.
Take them out.
Ooh! Sorry, that felt good. Or it can be exactly what you or your teammates need to survive a fight. Now, his ultimate is Tidal Blast. This ultimate gives you or your teammate a water bubble that gives the target that you choose over health and a movement speed boost. And eventually, the bubble will explode and knock down enemies while also massively healing the teammate equipped with it. The bubble explosion will do 100 damage to enemies hit by it, and it also heals 250 health to the user. The extra overhealth of 400 is insane, and it almost guarantees that whoever gets this ultimate will survive any encounter. When you pair this ultimate with close-range divey heroes like Genji, it's a match made in heaven. Go, go, King, go! Oh, that's one!
I kind of just went to kill that soldier because I hate him.
And while you can use it on yourself and get some cool kills, it's definitely best used on your tanks like Junker Queen or Hazard, as they can go in guns a-blazing and just terrorize enemies. Sometimes you just use it to save your tank, and that can be enough to win. It's one of those ultimates where if your teammate does pop off, you won't really see the outcome of it a lot, since you'll just be watching from a distance as your teammate does all the work. But if the ultimate's bubble burst gets a kill, it counts as yours. So that's nice for your stats. So when you use all of your abilities in tandem, you can really help your tank get play of the game.
Now.
Okay. Holy crap!
Okay, that was good.
Oh!
Queen's really good with it.
Wait, yeah,
She's already,
Queen's
like,
really nice with it.
Dude, that was so sick. I work at Wuyang University now, so listen to these pro tips. Number 1. In Overwatch, there's now minor and major perks, and for Wuyang, the minor perks can either give you more ammo and healing when you're using the Torrent ability, or it can increase your healing output when you deal damage with the orbs. And in my opinion, the minor perk called Balance is the better choice in general, as you will be hitting enemies always, so this extra healing does add up. Now for the major perks, it could really go either way. The Ebb and Flow perk can make your waves just do more in a larger area of effect, which could be better in a map that's much more close quarters, and the Falling Rain ability, aka 3 balls, is better if you're dealing with enemies who cluster up more, or just dealing with shields, as its overall damage output is just increased. So these major perks really do feel more map and matchup dependent, which is honestly great and means the perk system is working as intended. Number 2, you have to be on the ground in order to use your Guardian Wave. So sometimes you just won't be able to use it and will be stuck awkwardly in a free fall position, unable to do anything. Sigma's ultimate and Zarya's ultimate are 2 ultimates that prevent you from using it while you're in the air, and it just makes you a sitting duck, so don't even attempt to activate it when you're hit by these ultimates. Number 3, you will need to start practicing flick shots and landing them for when enemies are in annoying areas. You're one of the few characters that can shoot at enemies without necessarily seeing them, which means they can't see you, so dealing with a pesky Widowmaker or Torbjorn turrets, you can actually deal with them pretty well. So I also think Wuyang mains will need to have much more map knowledge to optimize their hits. Knowing where enemies tend to coalesce on a map or where they escape to when you're fighting them will help you land more cool shots, which I definitely felt when playing maps I've known since Overwatch 1 versus playing new maps I've never really played on. So get a homie and have them fight you behind a wall and just practice. Number 4. Okay, so the Tidal Blast is pretty much a nano boost from Temu. Like, yes, they're different, but they have similar effects, which I'm not complaining about. In fact, I think it's awesome to have essentially a double nano boost. So it's obviously not the best use of ultimate economy, but if you feel like you can just get a team wipe, combine these ultimates together and make a nano blast. Your tank will become the most terrifying thing you have ever seen. It's honestly so scary.
Reverse the tide!
Oh my god! He's going crazy!
I only got the Wuyang, but I feel like I would uninstall the game if I was at Wuyang.
And trust me, I've had this done to me and I wanted to cry. They did the double thing, bro. They did the Ramatra ult.
Yeah, they did so much.
Overall, Wuyang is a pretty refreshing, see what I did there, addition to the game. I'm excited to see how he'll end up playing in Stadium when he arrives there as well. And if you want to see my video on Stadium, you can check that out after this. I think if you're an Overwatch fan, you'll like it. But how is Wuyang for noobs? For noobs, I would say he's actually hard to play. His healing output is not the highest, so you can't focus on being a main healer at all. And his weapon is very hard to master, so I think most noobs will definitely struggle to get value out of his kit. But man, when it hits, it feels fantastic. But what do you think? Do you think Wuyang is easy to play or hard to play? Do you think he's overpowered and needs nerfs or underpowered and needs buffs? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, my bosses at the Wuyang University have seen my video of me cussing out children, so I need to go deal with that, so I'll catch you later. Ya noob.